Okay, welcome to another episode of Beach Chat. Today is going to be a bit more serious. I want to talk about when I was made homeless and how things have changed since then. A lot has happened. 2007, I was evicted from my flat. Why was I evicted? Well, nothing to do with alcohol or any illegal substances. It was depression. I had a good job, which went downhill through depression. I worked at, as you may know, I worked at Alton Towers, theme park, of course. The main cause of depression, I don't really know. I don't know. I think it was life leading up to it. I do not know. How did that feel? I want to talk about this before getting to homelessness and stuff. Depression made me feel like I was trapped down a deep well I couldn't climb out of. I locked myself away. I wouldn't answer the door, wouldn't answer the phone, wouldn't do anything. Wasn't paying the bills, didn't pay the rent or council tax, blah, blah, blah. And that's how I became homeless. Because I wasn't paying, I wasn't communicating, I wasn't seeking advice, I was living on my own. I just went into complete shutdown, depression. I was hardly eating, I was ill, things like that. So depression, that was the darkest time of my life, I think, darkest time of my life. Not the nicest place to be. But I lost a good job. Alton Towers, a job I'll never replace. Nothing will ever get that extent of working at theme park. So that's the basics of it. Why didn't I seek help, advice, or that kind of stuff? Well, the answer to that is because when you get into depression, reality doesn't exist. Reality is your own room is your reality. Nothing exists outside that reality, kind of thing. That's what it felt like. So the idea of seeking help or advice was non-existent, totally non-existent. How could I have learned from that? Well, the reason why I do YouTube is because if I could help someone, I'll talk about this a lot on my main channel, Darren Keenan, I chat a lot about mental health, chat a lot about this kind of stuff, and see, I'm trying to do this without triggering anything with people, because this day and age, whatever you say, it can reflect differently on different people, This one thing I didn't really pay attention to on the main channel when I'm doing this kind of stuff. I want to be honest, truthful, but without triggering stuff, So being made homeless was how can I say, when I got the eviction notice, I just didn't know. Even though I was trapped down this well and locked myself away, couldn't talk to people, I was thinking, how can I survive now? How can I do this now? Things worked out okay. I want you to know that because I'm here now talking about it. This is 2007, The world was different then. Mental health was pushed under the carpet. Homelessness was pushed under the carpet. Lots of stuff was pushed under the carpet. It wasn't recognised. It was like, I went and stayed with family for a couple of months, which was impossible really because it was overcrowded. So I couldn't stay there. And my mind was still lost in whatever. Didn't know where I was coming and going or what, Still, my mind was still trying to climb out of the well, even though I was around people and stuff like that. It was strange. I felt the burden, felt whatever, So the weeks moved on, the months moved on. I ended up in Dover. I had a relative down here. So I've been here since January 2008. well, 15 years and a bit. And how has life treated me since then? I'm looking more into why and how things affect me after that still, especially anxiety and stuff like that. So it's generally a story. I will link some videos I've already done, like mental health series and stuff I've already done. Well, let's just say that the outcome is that I aim to do these kind of videos is to able to help someone who is in my position. The only way you can think I can help, the only way I think I could have been helped, could have been advised, was to educate myself, to read about it, to study it. The internet was quite, it was okay then, but it was a bit more basic then. But studying it, leaflets, reading, I think if I educated myself, I would have dug myself out of it faster and wouldn't have gotten the position I had. But it's easy to say that after I've been through that, But I think that, my point is that rather than telling people to click out of it and tell people, to seek help and advice, give them the means of the help and advice, websites, get people to them, to talk to them, rather than them going out, because they won't go out anyway, trust me, I wouldn't. I just feel that, I lost a lot of stuff. I lost a damn good job, I lost the flat I was living in, I lost lots of good friends because I moved away from where I lived, I just wish that, I don't know how social media would have helped in them days. It might have made it worse, it might have made it more catastrophic, more, yeah, I don't know. But I know even when I was growing up, being bullied and stuff, it was all face to face, not online, because there was no internet then. I just feel that educating people about how this can happen, rather than people going, oh, it never happened to me, it could happen to anyone. And it does happen a lot more now than it used to. So I think, yeah. But now when I get my anxiety and depression, it's not like falling down a well, it's like being in a corridor with lots of doors. Some doors you can open, some you can't. So, but there's an easy way out, rather than being trapped in a well that you can't really get out of, There's a lot of bad things out there in the world, and I just feel that, we could just do avoiding it really, couldn't we? You look at the stories in the papers, stories in the news, things going on in the world, wars and things like that, then your life feels a bit minute, really, doesn't it? I just don't know really. I had lots planned to say, but I think I've said what I needed to say in the basic terms, rather than going into depth about everything, Yeah. Anyway, that's a beach chat for today. Don't want it to go on forever, do you? You know what I mean? So in addition to what I was talking about, I don't want to go too in depth, it's part of my past, which is a big part of my past. It's made me who I am today, but talking about it year after year gets to the point where, let it lie, let it go, let it lie, made homeless, but 15 years ago, So I'll talk more about mental health, more about that kind of stuff. That's what I want these little bits of chats to be, like the beach chats and stuff. So I don't know what you think about that. I don't know. Would you want to hear a bit more about this? Maybe not, maybe yes, I don't know. Comment, let me know. Yeah. Apart from that, it's a nice day out here. Blue sky, clouds, but really nice. Nice and warm as well.